Football sidelines are chaotic places, a swirling mass of energy and anticipation. Every inch is packed with players warming up, coaches barking instructions, trainers hustling with gear, and media personnel weaving through the crowd, all while the roar of the stadium pulses in the background. It's a place where focus and awareness are everything, because at any moment, the action on the field can spill over into the narrow strip of turf where everyone stands. The sidelines are filled with people moving with purpose, each person playing a role in the high-stakes drama of the game. There's a sense of organized chaos where everyone knows their job but must always be ready for the unexpected. Amidst this chaos, a new figure emerged during a recent preseason game, Marshawn Lynch, the legendary running back known as Beast Mode. But this time, he wasn't suited up in pads and a helmet. Instead, he was on the sidelines, blending in with the photographers and media, a camera slung around his neck, ready to capture the action from a whole new perspective. Armed with a professional camera, Lynch was on a new mission. He scanned the field with the same intensity he once used to read defenses, searching for the perfect shot that would tell the story of the game. For Lynch, this was a different kind of challenge, one that required quick reflexes and a sharp eye, but also a sense of timing and creativity. The moment came quickly. George Holani, a young Seattle Seahawks player eager to make his mark, burst through the defensive line with explosive speed. The crowd erupted as he sprinted toward the end zone, defenders trailing in his wake. With a final surge, Holani crossed the goal line for a touchdown, sending the stadium into a frenzy. But Holani's momentum didn't stop at the end zone. Carried by adrenaline and speed, he veered out of bounds, his path taking him straight toward the crowded sideline, and directly at Marshawn Lynch, who was focused on getting the shot. In a split second, it became clear that a collision was imminent. Holani, unable to slow down, barreled toward Lynch, who stood his ground, camera in hand. The expensive equipment, and perhaps Lynch himself, seemed to be in real danger. But Lynch's instincts, honed over years of dodging tackles and absorbing hits, kicked in. With a calm, almost effortless motion, he raised his left elbow, creating a solid barrier between himself, the camera, and the oncoming player. It was a move that spoke to his experience, not just as an athlete, but as someone who knows how to protect what matters most in the heat of the moment. Holani's shoulder pad made contact with Lynch's forearm, resulting in a gentle bump that barely moved either man. The force of the collision was absorbed and redirected, preventing any real impact. It was a subtle, almost invisible act of athleticism, one that could have easily gone unnoticed amid the chaos. The camera remained untouched, cradled safely in Lynch's hands. In that small moment, Lynch had pulled off a move as impressive as any touchdown run, protecting both himself and the expensive gear with a single, instinctive motion. Holani regained his balance, slowing to a stop just past Lynch. The two shared a brief, knowing look, a silent exchange between athletes who understood the split-second decisions that define the game, whether on the field or the sidelines. The crowd, having witnessed the near miss, let out a collective chuckle. It was a lighthearted moment in the midst of the game's intensity, a reminder that even in high-pressure situations, there's room for humor and camaraderie. Even in retirement, Marshawn Lynch was still making clutch plays, just of a different kind. His quick thinking and cool demeanor turned what could have been a disaster into a memorable sideline moment, proving that true athletes never lose their instincts, no matter what role they play. To truly understand Marshawn Lynch on the sideline, you have to look beyond the helmet and the jersey. You have to see the man who carries the weight of two cities on his shoulders, who represents not just a football player, but a living legend whose story is woven into the fabric of both Seattle and Oakland. You must know his story, a journey that began in the tough neighborhoods of Oakland, California. Raised by a single mother, Marshawn learned resilience and determination from an early age. Football was more than a game. It was a way out, a path to something greater. As a young athlete, he stood out for his raw talent and relentless drive, quickly becoming a local hero in his community. Lynch is more than a former football player. He's an icon who transcended the sport. His impact goes far beyond the field. He's a role model, a philanthropist, and a symbol of hope for countless young people who see themselves in his journey. Whether he's handing out turkeys on Thanksgiving or investing in local businesses, Marshawn's commitment to giving back is as legendary as his runs. Known for his powerful running style, Marshawn became a phenomenon with the Seattle Seahawks. His unique blend of strength, agility, and sheer willpower made him one of the most feared running backs in the league. Fans and opponents alike marveled at his ability to break tackles and turn impossible plays into unforgettable moments. His famous Beast Quake run in a 2011 playoff game is legendary, defining his time in Seattle. That single play, where he bulldozed through defenders, refusing to be stopped, became a symbol of his career and ignited a seismic celebration that literally shook the city. It's a moment etched in NFL history, replayed by fans who still marvel at his determination and heart. He helped lead the Seahawks to 2 Super Bowls, winning one and forever cementing his place in the hearts of Seattle fans. His contributions on the field were matched only by his larger-than-life personality off it, making him a beloved figure in the Pacific Northwest. But Seattle is only part of his story. Lynch is an Oakland native, deeply connected to his hometown. He never forgot where he came from, and his roots in Oakland run deep. The city shaped him, and he, in turn, has given back in countless ways, inspiring a new generation of athletes and dreamers. Playing for the Oakland Raiders was a homecoming, fulfilling a lifelong dream. Wearing the silver and black, Marshawn brought his trademark intensity and passion to the team, electrifying fans and making his family and community proud. It was more than just football. It was about representing his city on the biggest stage. Lynch's connection to both the Seahawks and the Raiders is unique, making his presence at their games special. Few players have ever bridged 2 fan bases so completely, earning respect and admiration from both sides. When these teams meet, Marshawn's legacy is felt in every cheer, every jersey, every memory shared by fans. He wasn't just a former player, he was a living bridge between the 2 teams, a symbol of shared history and mutual respect. Marshawn Lynch's story is one of grit, loyalty, and love for his communities, a legend of 2 cities forever celebrated on and off the field. The game was more than a standard preseason matchup, filled with emotion due to Pete Carroll. Carroll, the former Seattle Seahawks coach, was now leading the Las Vegas Raiders. His return to Seattle was a major storyline, a chance for fans to appreciate their former coach. Marshawn Lynch's relationship with Carroll is a key part of his story. They formed a special bond in Seattle, crucial to the Seahawks' success. When Carroll became the Raiders coach, Lynch showed support, welcoming him to his hometown team. With Carroll returning to Seattle, it was fitting that Lynch was there too, connecting the past with the present. As the game began, fans noticed Marshawn Lynch in a photographer's vest, there to work. He carried a professional camera, capturing the game from a new perspective. Photography offered Lynch a way to engage with the sport he loves, framing the action and telling the story. His presence amused players, but Lynch was focused on his task, aiming for the perfect shot. This new role showed a different side of Lynch, a creative individual beyond the beast mode persona. It was a reminder that athletes have passions beyond their sport, and for Lynch, it was another way to experience the game. The key moment happened in the second quarter, with rookie George Holani scoring a touchdown. Full of adrenaline, Holani jogged backward, not watching his path. He headed directly toward the sideline, where Marshawn Lynch was positioned. Lynch, engrossed in his camera, was on a collision course with Holani. Instincts took over, and Lynch shot his left elbow out, absorbing the impact. Holani stumbled but stayed on his feet, and Lynch barely moved. The camera was safe, a masterful save unnoticed by the roaring crowd but captured by other cameras. Marshawn Lynch's photography gig is part of a trend among Seattle sports icons. After dominating their fields, some legends are picking up cameras, capturing moments instead of creating them. Randy Johnson and Ken Griffey Jr. are notable examples, both pursuing photography post-retirement. Lynch joins this club, understanding the rhythm of a game and where key moments happen. These athletes have an insider's perspective, proving their talents extend beyond the field. Since leaving the NFL, Marshawn Lynch has built a diverse business empire. He's a savvy investor, understanding the power of his brand. Lynch is part owner of the NHL's Seattle Kraken and the Oakland Roots Soccer Club. Beyond sports, he has ventures in marijuana and hologram technology. His business approach mirrors his running style, direct, powerful, and authentic. Lynch invests in what he believes in, bringing his beast mode mentality to the boardroom. Marshawn Lynch has become a prominent figure in media and entertainment. His charisma makes him a captivating presence on screen, from sports analysis to acting. As an analyst for Amazon's Thursday Night Football, he brought a unique perspective. Lynch's media roles demonstrate his versatility and willingness to step outside his comfort zone. He's a modern-day Renaissance man, comfortable discussing football strategy and social issues. Lynch continues to break barriers, proving beast mode is a way of life. Marshawn Lynch's career is built on unpredictability, making him one of the most compelling figures in sports. From the moment he stepped onto the field, you never quite knew what to expect. Whether it was a jaw-dropping run, a surprising play, or an offbeat interview, Lynch always kept fans and opponents guessing. His unique style, both on and off the field, set him apart from his peers and made every game he played must-see entertainment. He wasn't just a player, he was an experience, a force of nature who could change the course of a game in an instant. His sideline photographer adventure is another unforgettable chapter in his incredible story. In a moment that perfectly captured his playful spirit, Lynch grabbed a camera and started snapping photos, blurring the line between athlete and fan. It was a reminder that he's always been more than just a football player. He's a personality, someone who brings joy and spontaneity wherever he goes. These moments off the field are just as memorable as his legendary runs, showing a side of Lynch that fans rarely get to see. The image of him shielding the camera is a perfect metaphor for his entire career, fiercely protective of what matters most to him, whether it's the ball, his teammates, or his own sense of self. Lynch has always stood up for what he believes in, never afraid to go against the grain or challenge expectations. That determination and loyalty have earned him respect not just from fans, but from fellow athletes and coaches across the league. Lynch's journey after football is every bit as exciting as his playing career. He's transitioned seamlessly into new roles, from business ventures to media appearances, always bringing his signature charisma and authenticity. Whether he's making people laugh in interviews or inspiring others with his entrepreneurial spirit, Lynch proves that greatness isn't limited to the football field. He's become a cultural icon, showing that athletes can have a lasting impact long after their playing days are over. He shows us that retirement is not an ending, but the beginning of new adventures. Lynch has thrown himself into community work, business projects, and creative endeavors, always looking for new ways to challenge himself and give back. His willingness to embrace change and reinvent himself is inspiring, reminding us all that it's never too late to start something new or make a difference in the world. Lynch remains a role model for living life on your own terms, bringing energy, humor, and fun to everything he does. Whether he's at a charity event, interacting with fans, or just being himself in the spotlight, he radiates positivity and authenticity. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life is a testament to his character and the genuine joy he brings to every situation. The world of sports is undeniably more interesting with Marshawn Lynch in it. Fans everywhere eagerly await his next move, knowing that whatever he does, it will be unforgettable. Lynch's legacy is one of excitement, unpredictability, and inspiration, a reminder that true greatness comes from being unapologetically yourself, both on and off the field.